everybody. Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day. Please know that my readings are timeless, which means whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. All right. Okay, so thank you guys for spending your time with me. I really appreciate that. If you guys could like the video, it would really help this platform. Okay, we want to share this content, let other people know about it so that other people can also receive the good messages that Spirit has. So if you guys could let other people know about it, share this content, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to the platform. I do have another platform where I also do oracle readings on my other platform, which are basically, they're very similar to tarot readings. And that channel is called the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. Okay, so you'll want to subscribe to both platforms. I would watch each of the readings at your leisure, okay? Because each reading is going to hold an Easter egg of personal knowledge for you to decode. And that is for your spiritual journey. All right, so we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters. We're asking that they can be with us now. We're also calling upon the Divine Realm. And we're calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance and asking that they can be with us now. And we just ask that they would put including the archangels, a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all negative interference, influence, or harm. And thank you, God, for everything that you do. Thank you for my abilities. Thank you for my gifts. Thank you for my collective, my wonderful collective. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for prospering this platform. Amen. Okay, so by watching my readings, you guys are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. If I talk about anything in the realms of health and you feel like that resonates, follow up with a doctor. If I talk about anything in the realms of legal and you feel like that resonates, follow up with a lawyer, okay? All right. And no bullying me, no bullying anybody in the chat, no bullying anybody in the comments. You'll be removed from the platform. Okay, so before we get into the reading, I'm going to talk about two books that I feel like are really, really important for you guys to know about. The links to these books are in the description box below. The first book is called The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook, and it's written by Michael Steadman. Now, this book has helped me in so many ways. First of all, I've always been psychic, but growing up, I grew up in religion, and so I didn't have a real connection to God. And so through the text in this book, I have established that, okay, stable connection to God. And so when people are like, how do you do what you're doing? How are you crossing that being over? How are you doing this? Through the techniques in this book and connecting with my higher self God. So the God technique, which there's so many other techniques in this book, but I'm just going to be talking about the three that I use every day. Confirmation. The God technique raises you out of the consciousness of your ego into the consciousness of your higher self God, so that you can be looking out through the eyes of source and seeing everything through the lens of unconditional love, joy, and peace. Okay, and which gives you the ability to rise above whatever situation's going on. The second technique is the joy versus anger technique, and that is also an awesome technique because it gives you the ability to ask yes and no questions and get an immediate response back, so you're not having to wait and sit around. And the joy versus anger technique works on clairsentience. Welcome in, Fashionista and Shaman Maria. So that's a gift that everybody already has, which is clear feeling. So you can be asking questions. Should I go here? Should I go there? Should I eat this? Should I do that? And be getting a back. Also, there is a 1 to 10 system in this book. And you'll see me use that from time to time, where 1 is like the worst compatible, 10 is the most compatible. Okay, and it's just like a scale. And then the mind technique gives you the ability to question your thoughts and beliefs so that you can get rid of the ones that are no longer serving you, so that you don't keep pulling in the same experiences. Okay, so for those of you that want the spiritual cheat sheet, the fast track, this is it right here. The Truth of God Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. And it's written by Michael Steadman. The link to that is in the description box below. So the second book that I'm going to talk about is the book that I've written. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And I wrote this book because I didn't have anybody to teach me how to read cards. And so I wanted to create something for people who are wanting to learn to read cards. When I first started reading cards, I was working with the Goddess Tarot. I didn't even have the original Rider-Waite. So for this book, if you want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, I suggest that you get the original Rider-Waite, Ryderwaite. Go ahead and get the cards with the descriptions on them for when you're learning. It's so much easier than having to go through another separate book. So this book, I have created different tarot card spreads that can and spells that can be used over and over and over again that focus on the major arcana cards. But this book starts out with a 14 zodiac tarot card spread where you pull 2 cards for each position. One is going to be your south node position, which is where your ego's at. The other one's going to be your north node position. And then it will basically teach you how to get to your north node, which is where your destiny is at. For those of you that don't know anything about the birth chart, this can be a really helpful guide. The spell that goes with that is to step into your own destiny. Okay, I think I want to read from, let's see. So I'm going to read from I'm going to read a position. Okay, I'm going to read from the Temperance Tarot card spread. All right, let's see. So everything that you see on the major arcana card, and again, if you learn to read this deck first, you can go to any specialty deck like this Twin Flame deck, okay, tarot deck, and you'll be able to understand the interpretation behind the cards. So I'm just looking for the Temperance card. Temperance card is a Sagittarius. It's Archangel Michael. I'm going to read a couple positions so that you understand how this book works. And again, you can use this book to learn to read cards for yourself or for other people. And you just want to have the original Rider-Waite deck because it's the best. It's got the best interpretations. The pictures, I think, are the best as well. Not to say that any other deck is not good enough, but it's this, if you learn this original, then when you go to use any other deck, you're going to understand what the cards mean. And that's an important thing because the other decks are like specialty decks, which means that they will put other pictures and stuff on the card. Okay, so the Temperance, which is this card right here. So I'm going to read from, well, the Temperance Tarot card is number 14. The answer is yes, the zodiac is Sagittarius. The Temperance card is associated with with Archangel Michael and divine protection. It is a card of flexibility, change, and adaptation, one who works well with others and has good management skills, achieving balance and control of your own emotions in life. Many ideas and experiences synthesized to form new ideas. Cooperation to secure compromise. This card can mean a possible reconciliation could take place. So you'll pull 1 card for each position. The first position is the Self. The card that you pull for this position can reveal insights into your awareness level of consciousness and divine personality traits. Reveals the ego's blind spots and shows you where any illusions such as false positives or false negatives reside. This card position can give you clues to understanding the ego and how it is navigating on autopilot through your life. Oh, how's navigating on autopilot your life? The card that you pull for this position can reveal a shocking truth about the self that you are resistant to accept. If there are any negative influences affecting your temperament, such as engaging in toxic behaviors, that may be shown to you through the card that you pull for this position. If you have a personal connection and personal protection from Archangel Michael, which is the Archangel Michael, who is the warrior angel who casts the devil into hell and leads heaven's armies, you will pull the Temperance Tarot card for this position. If you pull the 4 of Swords for this position, you will know that you are going through a spiritual awakening and an ego death. Okay, and then there's a lot more tarot card positions, but that was just the first one. Then the Temperance Tarot card spell is to create holy water with Archangel Michael. The Devil Tarot card spell is to overcome the South Node. The Tower is to strike down people who are abusing their power. The Moon is to, well, the Star is to manifest a wish. Wait, what is the Tower again? Oh, to strike down abuse of power, abuse of authority, which is kind of like the same thing. Oh, also, just to let you guys know, the star is to manifest a wish. The moon is to manifest your deepest desires with the energies of the moon. So you guys are getting how this works, basically. So yeah, in the back of the deck also, I'll just find where the Temperance card is. I have a compendium of knowledge of what it could mean when you have different tarot cards coming out one next to another, especially the major arcana cards. So I'm going to read from the Temperance. The Hermit, the Strength, the Chariot. There it is. Okay, so the Temperance card represents divine intervention and Archangel Michael. Anytime you see the Temperance card in a reading, you can know that Archangel Michael is peeking his head out into your life. When things are out of balance, you will pull the Temperance card in the reverse. If you pull the Temperance in the upright, it could indicate that something is out of balance in the situation that you are in. If more Temperance is needed, you will pull the Temperance before a major arcana card. If you pull the Temperance card and then the Death card, it could indicate grave danger because something is out of balance. If you pull the Temperance and then the Lovers card, it could mean that you need to stop being intimate with someone and that you need to use your best discernment. If you pull the Temperance and the Moon card, it can indicate that someone is trying to swap energies with you and they are trying to use your energy to bring balance into their energetic system. If you pull the Temperance card and then the Magician card, it is telling you or the person that you're reading for is meant to stop doing magic. If you pull the Temperance card and then the Three of Cups in the reverse, it could indicate that someone has a drinking or alcohol problem that needs to be addressed. If you pull the Tower and then the Temperance card, it means that your ability to balance your life is taking power from another's life. If you pull the Temperance card in the reverse, it can indicate that marine spirits are involved. This is a warning of drowning at sea or in the ocean. The Temperance in the reverse tells you that you have no control over yourself or the outcome of your life. You may be overcommitted in certain aspects of your life and unable to create balance. Pulling the Temperance in the reverse could indicate that you have had a past life in Atlantis and passed away with the city. The Temperance in the reverse could indicate a flood as well. Okay, you guys, so check this book out. Check both of these books out, literally. I mean, you can't check them out from the library, but you can purchase them on Amazon. The first one is The Truth of God. This is going to develop your connection to God and your intuition. The second is Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, which is going to teach you how to read cards for yourself and for other people, for those of you that are interested in doing that. So my message for you, oh, and if any of you have any personal questions, also please like the video, you guys. It greatly helps this platform. Share this content. But if any of you have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 super chat with your question, and I will pause the collective and I will answer your question. Okay, so I got that the message for you guys is a really good message. Teamwork makes the dream work. So it feels like you guys could be getting ready to manifest something big. I get that you could be working with other people to create something. Let's see. This could be like at a collaboration, like at a job, or it could be in your own life. You could be working on multiple things with other people. You could be getting ready to renovate your house. You could be getting ready to build an office. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. I really appreciate it. The more likes that I get on the video, the longer I'll stay. So yeah, but we will get this message out. So what do we need to know? What does the collective need to know about this situation? Okay, whatever this divine collaboration is, you know, that's maybe you working with your spiritual team on something, it's working. Whoever this person is, I don't know if they want to be with you or not, but it feels like they want to be around you. That's what it feels like to me. So let's see. Ace of Swords. Like I said, you know, you could be working with your spiritual team of highest light and resonance right now. And we do in this reading, in every reading on both platforms. That's what we're doing. But you guys are divinely protected. The Ace of Swords is an awesome card to get, you guys. It also talks about it being a perfect time for intellectual projects to go through. So like if you're working on an intellectual project with somebody, that's going to be approved. I also get that your life's mission and career will become very clear soon. It could also be like you figuring something out in a relationship as well. Maybe that you want kids, that you don't want kids. Again, I would be thinking ahead when it comes to any relationship, not to just like put it out there to be thinking way ahead of the relationship, but be thinking about what it is that you want in a relationship. Temperance. That's so funny. We were just reading the Temperance card. So yeah, you guys are balancing out your own energy. The Temperance card is all about being flexible, being adaptable. And you could be somebody who, like the Temperance card says, works well with other people. Maybe you manage your time very well. I feel like don't let other people take all of the credit on a project if you're the one that's putting in all of the effort. Also, you know, you guys could be balancing something out in your life right now. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do with a career. It could have to do with a lover. Maybe you turned somebody away and you're getting ready to open your heart to receive somebody new. I get that you being flexible right now is a good thing. Maybe this is also like you taking up shifts, extra shifts at a job. The Temperance card does talk about a possible reconciliation, but I feel like if there is somebody that wants to reconcile with you, they need to reconcile with themselves first. Two of Pentacles, which just shows me that, yeah, you guys are getting a good message. You could be getting a message that a project that you put to the side, you can pick back up. I'm also getting that, like, if you were putting off decorating your house or, you know, switching out the floor, fixing the roof, whatever this is, you can pick this project back up. I also get that if this is a project at a job, you know, you may want to think about, well, if there is somebody that's wanting to take credit for your work, yeah. Because I look at the Two of Pentacles, and this is somebody that is, you know, waiting for their ships to come in. This is like you've already put something out to sale. I also get that there could be a document that arrives that puts an end to a problem. It could be like, wow, Magician. It could be a document that gives you ownership of a property. It could also be a document that, be very aware of signing prenups at this time. There could be somebody that's like, oh, let's shotgun wedding. Let's go to Vegas. Let's get married as soon as possible. And they're like wanting, yeah, they're wanting you to like sign a prenup. That could be for somebody. And again, there's nothing wrong with signing prenups. Like, I feel like that's fine, but just make sure you read through everything, because you don't want it to be like something where you could get pushed out of something. The Magician is talking about you basically being in the field that could have to do with science. It could have to do with, you know, like nursing, health. It could also have to do with you being able to alchemize this energy that's being sent to you. So what do we need to know? You're standing in your power at this time. Yeah. There may be little things that you can outsource to other people, but I get that the majority of the work that you're doing is on yourself. And this could be just like healing from past relationships. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. The Star. So you guys have some type of star trait or quality and ability, which people are noticing. Maybe they feel like whatever you're doing is magic. I don't get that it's magic. I just get that you're good at something. You could be a singer, a dancer, an actor, a songwriter, an artist. You could be interested in like philanthropy. You could be interested in humanitarianism. You could be interested in the future. I get that the energy of the Star is a good energy to have, because this is showing me the new age of Aquarius, which the Aquarius is the zodiac sign associated with the Star. So it looks to me like this new age, this new eon, this new time frame that you're entering into, this could be a very strong love between two people coming into existence. This could also be you uniting with Archangel Michael and the angels for protection. I also get that you could be getting messages from the stars, literally. And that could be something that you focus on, you know, reading the stars, seeing what the stars have for you. I get that once you start tapping into whatever this gift and talent is, it's going to attract a lot of people. So if you're thinking like, oh, what am I going to do for work? Da, 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 da. I get that you guys already have something on the side that you can do. And this is something that you'll be able to pick up at any given moment. Okay. So what I was just feeling to the left of me was something coming up trying to attach. I don't know what the fuck that is. Actually, you know what? It feels like a djinn. Why in the hell are they here? Maybe because the star has to do with a wish. So maybe you have a wish coming to you that's about to be granted. Okay. There could also be somebody who is waiting for their wish to be granted and yours is going to be granted instead. I also feel like you guys could be getting dreams for the future. This could be like, well, dreams for the future will come true. Ten of Swords. So that's, you know, so yeah. I'm messaging the other psychic to see what in the hell was just trying to attach. And because it felt like a djinn energy, but again, why is that even here? It wasn't here when I started the reading, so what has changed since I started the reading? I guess discovering that you are protected. In 1 second. Okay, it was one of my spirit guides that just happens to be a djinn. But why it showed up right now is because we were looking at the star card. which has to do with wish fulfillment, and because it's trying to break me into getting used to seeing jinns without freaking out. Like what I just did. I was like, oh, hold up one second. Let me just go ask, because I was like, yeah. Okay, so basically, the reason the jinn is showing up for me is to get me used to seeing them. And it's also for protective reasons. But I get that. I mean, jinns are kind of, I guess I just can't label them all to be trickster spirits, okay? Maybe somebody, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so I need to release whatever judgment that I have against jinns. And sorry, jinns, I'm not trying to judge you. It's just, you know, as history would say it, at least the jinns that Solomon talks about, those seem to be somewhat mischievous. But anytime I see one, I'm like, what the hell is it doing here? Because I'm definitely not in the Middle East part of the world. So to me, it's like it's not as normal as me seeing an angel or something like that. Even though jinns are angels, just like Middle Eastern angels. Interesting. So there's somebody that's in the Ten of Swords, okay, over your wish fulfillment. Yeah. Okay, interesting. This could be somebody that is basically, I don't know if they're getting fired, they're getting let go. This person is they're acting like they're victimized. How is that possible? You've not done, like, is your protection victimizing somebody? This person is ridiculous. The fact that you're protected by Archangel Michael, that's hurting somebody. Somebody needs a binky. They need a blankie. I don't mean to make fun of them, but I'm serious with this shit. It's funny to me how people will act like you've done something to them when all it is that you're protected. Like, seriously. They're like, you, and it's like, what? Like, you can't call off Archangel Michael at any given moment and be like, oh, I don't need protection from this person. Like, you're protected divinely, which means in the higher realms and on the physical realm as well. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Please and thank you. So look at this. Like, you guys are divinely protected by Archangel Michael. You're getting messages about you being able to fulfill whatever this wish fulfillment is. Because I get that it could be about a love relationship that you guys are wishing for. It could be, because, yeah, on the star card, it does say strong love between two people. The glare is like killing me, though. Yeah, entering a period of serenity. I love the star card. It's probably one of my favorite cards out of the whole tarot deck. And so we've got 3 major arcana cards out here for you already. And 1 card that's not even a major arcana card for this other person. So I feel like if somebody is trying to, you know, act like you victimize them, they're gonna have to come to the realization that you didn't do shit to them. If this person's feeling like you hexed them or cursed them or whatever, no, you did not. You probably prayed, but you don't have to pray. Like, this is what I get about the Ace of Swords, is that the Ace of Swords means you're going to be protected no matter what. That means come thick and thin. You know, that saying, come thick and thin, whatever may be, you will be safe. I also get that you're standing in your power and it's got somebody feeling victimized. Like, that's crazy to me. How they can feel like, yeah, this is what my spirit guide is saying, literally, that somebody is going, oh, they work with dark spirits. They call upon dark things. What the fuck? No, you don't. You have Archangel Michael showing up on your team. If these people are afraid of Archangel Michael, you have to be questioning, like, what the hell is wrong with them? Why would they need to fear Archangel Michael? Do you think I fear Archangel Michael? No. Absolutely not. I know that Archangel Michael is here for me, not to be against me. So what are these people doing that Archangel Michael is against them? That's what I want to know. And then, you know, again, like how I was misjudging the jinn. It's one of my spirit guides. It's like shock value. This person could be trying to do something to, like, shock you, right? To get shock value out of you. By saying certain things to try to trigger you, confirmation. You just have to know that to listen with your discernment when it comes to this person, because they're always going to show you he lied to you. Yeah, they're always going to show you their face card. It's like when people show you who they are, believe them. And just know that if somebody is acting like you did something to them, I get that this person did get stabbed in the back, probably by 10 people, but you're not one of those 10 people. So I don't feel like, I feel like this person thinking that trouble's on the way. Yes, trouble is on the way for them, but it's not through your hand. You have not like taken out a wand and said bippity boppity boop, you lose something. You didn't do anything like that. And do I even think that type of shit's possible? I don't know. Maybe for some people, maybe they have power like that, but this person doesn't. They can't bippity boppity boop you. Their home life is being interrupted. And I feel like, we're still in winter time. This is like not a good time to be kicked out of a home or have your home life interrupted. This person's also being watched by the divine. It's almost like the divine was dangling you in front of this person's face like a carrot. Like, like literally like a carrot. Or if you could think of daggling, what is it called? Holding like a dog treat of, right in front of a dog's face. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to go for that treat. This person, they went for you. Boom, boom, boom. And every time they went for you, Archangel Michael stuck another sword in their back. That's like legitimately what I'm picking up. Interesting. And then your first card is the Ace of Swords, which shows, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And this person's blaming you because they want your protection. They're not protected like you are. This person's not favored like you and they're not on their spiritual journey. This person probably doesn't even know what a spiritual journey is. Dangling. Thank you. Yeah. They probably don't even know what the hell that is. I really get that this person is thinking like a martyr, like a victim, and they could be over here feeling this whole type of way, and you could have no idea about it and just be like, wow, that person's just really rude to me. They're not honest with me. They tell me what they think I want to hear, not the truth. Page of Cups. Yeah, I would just be very aware of this person. The Page of Cups is not a bad card in itself, but it does talk about somebody who is very self-centered. They could be a creative person. This person could have a child, because the Page of Cups, the page cards are younger. They're younger people. I don't know why. I was looking at the water in the background of this card and I was seeing like a cruise. So maybe this person wants to invite you on a cruise. Maybe they're trying to get time off work to go to a cruise. I feel like this person can go wherever they want. They just can't come where you're going. I also get that this Page of Cups energy could be somebody that... So let me just ask, is this a romantic partner? No. Then who is this? Is this somebody from work? Yes. Why are they even showing up in the reading? You could have somebody that's younger, that's not as qualified as you, that wants to take your position. King of Pentacles. They want the deal that you've been given for your job. Interesting. But this person, like I said, they're younger. They don't have the skill set, the education. Yeah, they're not going to get an offer from this King of Pentacles. Maybe this is somebody that's like, whatever it's called when you're like working a temp for a company, you're like a temp on a temp contract. This person's not going to get an offer. I also get that they were trying to make some type of deal to backdoor you. Interesting. For what reason? Possibly because they see that you're about to get a wish granted. This King of Pentacles doesn't have anything against you. I feel like this is the King of Pentacles, somebody at the workplace as well. Yes. Okay. So be aware that love relationships at workplaces sometimes don't work out the best. Okay. I would also be very hyper focused and aware of somebody that would be like coming to you all the time, asking you for help or asking you questions about how you do your job. I would not be relaying that information to anybody unless it's your job to train somebody. But I get that this little young person, They want to be like hired on, or they want to be taken on. This person is a pestilence. They're an annoyance. They're like a fly flying around. The Fool. This is what I'm saying. They're very dangerously walking to the edge of that cliff there. I also get that this person, they want you to make a drastic, spontaneous choice to go in a wrong direction so that they can take something from you. And maybe if you do have a love union coming in, this younger person wants to take that. I would not be telling anybody about your love life at your job or anything like that. And if anybody starts to come on to you, report that. Not to just be reporting people, but you just have to be very careful when it comes to work. Yeah, the Hermit. You guys have isolated. I feel like you've gone within. This is how you found your inner light. You found your star talent. You could be investing in a hobby or doing something on the side as well as this job. And this job pays the bills. And so it feels like it's fine for now. I don't see any need to change that. I just feel like you've got somebody that wants to come in and take you off of your path, which when you guys get on your spiritual journey, there will be people that want to come in at an opportune time and derail you. And you just got to say no to those people. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please. And thank you. You just have to be able to spot them out and go, okay, yeah, this is another one of, El Diablo's people coming in here. They want me to give up on myself. They want me to give up a position. This person does not have the skill set required to do whatever it is that you do. Okay. And if you work at like a hospital or you work in some type of hospice or some where you're taking care of people, this person does not care about other people and they don't pay attention very well. So they're very like short-sighted. Just, yeah, hellos and quiet goodbyes. Well, it's what you need to just be aware of. Anybody wanting to come in and be like, well, how did you get here? Blah, 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 blah. Because this younger person, they truly believe that they have it made in the shade, that they can do whatever this is that you do. Ace of Wands. You're being told that this is a great time for you to invest in new projects. Whatever you put your energy into, God is going to back and support, which could be you being in high energy, being very fertile. This could be a great time for you to start a family, okay, if that's something that you want to do. And also pay attention to the way that other people's families treat you if you were to have a partner. Okay, because I do get that, somebody thinks that they can trick you. 9 of Cups, out of your wish fulfillment as to why that djinn was showing up. You can't be tricked out of this wish fulfillment. Like I said, it's part of your star energy. Yeah, your dreams coming true, which I definitely just said that like a couple cards ago. This also talks about material possessions being attained. If you are looking for a new home, if you're wanting to move to a new city, okay, you're going to have all of the things come into balance and that's with the Temperance card too, that you need to be able to move forward and to be able to move and move on. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. If you're getting ready to move in with somebody or you're moving out from being with someone, I get that, things are going to come easily to you. You've got very good luck and very good fortune. Death. Like, I'm serious. This other person, they don't have good luck. They also don't really have skill. This person could be a Scorpio. They don't have to be, though. But, yeah, they're very foolishly leading themselves to the end of their own road by thinking that they can just, it's like being an amateur and thinking that they are not an amateur, even though they know that they're young and that they're an amateur. I also get that this person would love for you to just lower your standards on something and accept bum behavior. You're not going to do that. Like, seriously. This person, they may lose somebody very close to them if they keep trying to take something from you. And that's because this person doesn't care about anybody else. They only think about putting protection over themselves. Like, I'm serious. And even that, you can't be protected from Archangel Michael. This is why they have 10 swords in their back. They made a deal with somebody and they were going to be able to overthrow you or whatever. And they're being shown that that's not going to be possible. Not in this field. 7 of Pentacles. The tables are turning in your favor. Literally. it's happening in your favor. It's like, you know, like things could have been going this younger person's way for a while. And I get that this person is very greedy, materialistic, and selfish. They're very self-absorbed and very into like the latest trends, but they're not a committed person. Yeah. So just know that your career, whatever that is, your career goals are becoming much more clear. I also get that you could be making financial plans to save or to radically change the trajectory of your finances in the future. Strength. Yeah, because you guys are much stronger. And whatever this skill set is, you guys have the strength. This is like, you know what it reminds me of? It just reminds me of somebody that is younger that doesn't know what they're here to do yet. Like they don't know why they're on the planet. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. And instead of doing what they feel called to do, like this artistic trait or whatever, they just look over at you being successful in your lane and they think, oh, well, I'll just do what that person does. Not even like investigating or even asking if that's what they should be doing. And then when they come to find out that that's not what they should be doing, that they don't have enough experience under their belt to be able to do or take over whatever this is, then they get really upset with you because you're still, the thing is even if this person tried to jump into your lane, they would not be rewarded the way that you were rewarded. You are rewarded because you are doing a good service to the public by whatever this is that you do for work and for a hobby as well. You're actually helping enrich the world. This person just wants to deplete everyone and everything that they come across. And they could be, you know, like, just be aware that sometimes the destiny thieves are not these like old hag-like people. Sometimes they are these younger people that see somebody else in their destiny and they go, oh, I want that. I'll just do a destiny swipe. Here, I'll give them a gift. I would not be accepting any gifts that come through the workplace. Not at all. And I would make sure that, you know, when it comes to how much you get paid, that is kept a secret. I would not share that information. Okay. Because this person thinks like, oh, I'm just going to come in and butter them up and I'm going to get them to drop all their information. And no, like you have wisdom. Okay. You also could have dreamt about this person doing witchcraft on you or trying to do a destiny swipe. And you're just like, no, I'm not having that shit. Like, absolutely not. This is why Archangel Michael is protecting you. Well, one of the many reasons, I should say. Queen of Cups, because you are a nurturer. You guys could be like a loving person, somebody who is very kind, compassionate, grateful, careful with money. See, this is one thing that this person is not. They are not careful with money. They do not pay attention to their finances like they should. Yeah, and they also are making promises to a King of Pentacles that they can't keep. And I think that's crazy, crazy weird for people to do that, to make promises to a King of Pentacles. Like this person could be saying, I can do what they do. I can do it better. I'll do it for cheaper. I don't care what they say. This King of Pentacles is about to find out that this person is a fool and that they don't know anything. And this is going to be the end of their job and whatever they were investing in. Again, if this is like your intellectual property being protected, this person could have been trying to pass your work off like it was theirs. And this King of Pentacles called bullshit immediately and was like, no, good. You already have a very strong boundary around you. Exactly. Yeah, you don't allow people around you, which doesn't mean that you can't like have people around you. It's just that, yeah, I wouldn't be inviting anybody from the workplace to come visit your home or anything like that. Because you do have somebody that's showing up here that was trying to, the reason that they have 10 swords in their back is because that's what they wanted to do to you, which is like ridiculous. For what reason? Because they want to steal your destiny and steal your star. Good luck with that. It's protected. I don't know why people think other people are walking around with no protection. Like you don't have to do protection rituals to be protected. You're just divinely protected. This person's super upset about that. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles, because they want to do what you do for work. This is a copycat witch ass hoe. Seriously. This is somebody that wants to copycat you and be a witch and steal your destiny. Like, no. Even if they wanted to do what you do for work, they're not going to be rewarded for it because it's not their place. This person's supposed to be doing something completely different, like investing in what their destiny is. And that will never cease to amaze me, how some people are like, oh, that person's just good luck. I'll just come in and take some of that good luck. No, the fuck they will not. They won't be doing any of that. Everything that this person has thought that they could just walk in and do to you, they're not allowed to do it. And they're like, what is this? The word no? Somebody set a boundary? How dare you for setting boundaries? Like, this person cannot be serious with this shit. Like, they can't be upset because you have boundaries up, that you don't accept bum behavior, and you're not just going to give away all of the things to your profession. Like, what the hell? What were they thinking? Justice. I tell you what, this person thought, oh, well, if I can't get the coax it out of them how they do this trade, then I'll just, push them out of it. No, they won't. This is why this person's having an ending, because again, you can fake it until you make it, but this person's been faking it for a long time, and they are not anywhere near on your level. This person is not even close to being vibrationally matched to what it is that you're doing, especially on the level that you're doing it. Like, this is like you being a master and expert at something. Like, I am the best at reading cards. That is why I do this. If it was hard for me, I would not do it. This person, they want to do what you're doing, but it's hard for them. And this King of Pentacles can see that it's not obviously a natural gift. That's kind of sad. Yeah, it's kind of weird, though, how people will be more interested in your life than in their own. And it's because this person does look up to you in a way that they want to be like you in the future, but they really feel like you are getting something that you don't deserve, like a reward or fame or recognition. And it's like, why wouldn't you deserve it? You've worked for it. This could be like you being recognized in a company, getting a raise. This person is like, don't give them the raise, give me the raise. Yeah, they're up under judgment. For every other person that they tried to steal the destiny of, these people are up under judgment. And if these are people that classify themselves as celebrities, they need to get the fuck out of the way. Like, because they're standing in the way of the people who are supposed to be in the spotlight. I feel like this person, the reason that they're having so many arguments and so many things going against them is because they wanted to do something very unjust to you. They're not for, like, this person's blaming you, and they should be trying to make peace. If they knew what was good for them, that's what they would do. Because they're up under judgment while you're getting justice. That's a very clear picture to me. And with Archangel Michael's protection, that's a very clear picture to me. That is not confusing in any type of way. I don't know how this person's confused, but maybe they want to work in a team with you. You just have to think about it this way. If you're doing all of the work and you have to be teaching this person how to do something, why would you need to work in a team with them? You want people that are your equal, that can, produce whatever this is that you can produce without having to learn or copy from you or steal or impersonate. This person's an imposter. They're used to doing this. They're used to just walking up to other people's lives and everything coming crashing down. And now that this person, they wanted to make you an offer with this fucking codfish right here. And you were like, no, I don't want no fishy offer. And I don't want to invest with you and this King of Pentacles. Like, you said no. This person was banking on you being desperate as fuck. Like, you're not desperate. You don't need this person, not in any type of way. Yeah. And they're very jealous about that, because they feel like if you would give them an open door, they could easily backdoor you. You're not giving this person an open door. You're not letting them take your wish fulfillment, especially if you've worked very hard for this. You're not going to just give it up. That's like getting an Olympic medal and then somebody being like, well, I want one. Well, okay, bitch, go fucking compete. What the fuck are you looking at me for? Like, seriously, this person needs to go compete with somebody that's actually competition for them. Ace of Cups, because you're not going to play this dumb game that they're playing. This person thinks that you are going to play this game with them. You're not playing this game with them. You are loved by God. This is why you have justice coming in. And you just need to know that God is not going to allow anything to happen to you. Everything that's happening to you is happening for you, and it's for your betterment, to show you who these people are around you so that you don't make a bad decision. Yeah, you're being told to let your guard down and open your heart when it comes to new people, but this person, they're not a new person. Three of Pentacles, because you do have a collaboration coming in, a Three of Pentacles, which is like a soul tribe community. And, you know, it's meant for you to share this love that God's given you, this overflowing cup of abundance of joy and peace with others. And there's a whole community out here that needs you, a whole soul tribe that needs your, I want to say, your guidance, your energy, your devotion. They need somebody like you. They don't need a fake ass fraud like this other person. They're toad to me. This person thinks that they're much more important than they are. And that's probably one thing that's working against them. They just need to like take several seats and understand that, you know, when you achieve great things, it does not just happen randomly. Like God is not just randomly giving out blessings to people. It's all a part of a bigger picture. You're here to serve the public and to help a collective of people. Yeah, they're fake as fuck. Exactly. You're literally here to help a collective of people. And this person only wants to help themselves, which is self-centered. It's like the definition of self-centered. They also lack social skills and education in whatever you do. And this person's like super passionate about, you know, life, but they don't have the star ability to go along with that passion to make their dream come true. So, and plus they're trying to follow up somebody else's dream. It's like not even wanting to invest in anything that they have going on. Nobody does. Interesting. Chariot. So just be aware that this person that was trying to put obstacles in your way, now they're facing obstacles. This person has to answer to the authorities for something. And I feel like it has to do with why they were trying to scam you out of a project, scam you out of a business idea, or copy you or whatever. I mean, you do know that perjury, copyright, all of that stuff is illegal. It may be the type of illegal that's like, you know, business type of illegal, but it's still illegal. It's like this person could have been trying to sign your name on some work document. Oh, hell no. I feel like this person, they are going to be questioned by the police, possibly. Very possibly will. And this is going to be happening pretty soon here. Because them being up under judgment, then the police, and you getting justice. Wow. I mean, that says a lot right there. The Three of Pentacles shows me that you're achieving your goals. So it's not just wish fulfillment. This person feels like, oh, they're just so lucky. No, it's called hard work. This younger person, I want to call them a child, they don't understand the concept of hard work because they don't want to commit themselves to anything other than stealing. This person has watched their parent steal from other people. Okay. Destiny swap, skin walk, whatever. And now that this magic is not going through, this person is feeling like they're the lowest of the lows. Knight of Swords. I'm serious. This person's in a lot of trouble, you guys. The police and the military, that ain't right. I mean, this person, the reason that they're going to be in the Ten of Swords is because this was stupid. So a stupid idea. Maybe this person was trying to report you and discredit you for something. Yeah, they don't have the power to do that, though. Nobody's going to listen to this young person that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yes, you guys are achieving. They would have to steal. Exactly. You're achieving your goals. This person, they're not achieving anything that they wanted. Four of Cups, because they were only trying to steal your destiny because they were bored with theirs. I mean, that's the truth of it. They were displeased with the cup of life that God gave them, which will never make sense to me, how somebody could wake up having another day to live and not have any gratitude within them at all. Like, oh, thanks God for letting me make it through the night. Thank you for the life that I have. Thank you for, I mean, and this is why I feel like this person's very foolish. They're very self-absorbed. Everything's only about them. They don't care about a greater whole. They don't care about a community of people. This person does not give a fuck about helping anybody. They just want to get the rewards. They want material possessions to come easily. They want to wish upon a star, a jinn, whatever, or somebody else. This person doesn't even have belief in their own self to the point where they're trying to wish upon your destiny to get some shit for themselves. Absolutely not. This person's going to end up with a mental illness or something worse. All right, could even be going to jail, but like literally this person's going to end up with repercussions that they can't just get rid of overnight, like what they're used to. And exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to jail. Whatever they've done, the 8 of Swords is about going to jail. It's being restricted. The 6 of Swords, that is losing a court case. So yeah, I don't know if you guys had somebody trying to take you to court over something, but this is not going to happen. And this person's like, oh, it's so draining. It's so draining. Well, that's because whatever you're doing, that's a high energy thing. Okay. Higher energy performance thing that you do. I mean, shit, I think that nurses, they have high energy. Literally, this person is like doing what they do. It's so draining. Well, if it's draining for this person, then why are they trying to do it? You've been doing the hard work on yourself. Exactly. I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. Yeah, these people always try to sacrifice your manifestations, and they end up with a self blockage. They do. Because again, well, I would say that this is a blockage that Archangel Michael's putting up. Yeah, this person's not going to be able to attempt to sacrifice you for any type of material gain. They're being brought up on charges in spiritual court and possibly in the physical as well. Dude, sacrifice? You've got to be kidding. Pisces, the hangman, sacrifice. This person thought that they were just going to take you to court and sacrifice you to do some illegal ass shit against you, and that it would just go through. Like I said, these people who are used to sacrificing children and sacrificing others, okay, this is no longer the age of Pisces, which means try to sacrifice somebody today, you gonna get your head blown off, literally. This person does not realize that the tides have changed. This is why I feel like it's one reason why they're very ignorant and very foolish. This person needs to listen to other people's advice. And when people say, yeah, that's not a good idea, this person needs to not go for things that are not a good idea. Because trying to sacrifice you was a horrible idea, especially when you're here serving the general public, meeting with a collective soul tribe and helping others. This means that the world has been needing you and needing whatever this is that you do. Okay, and this person wants to come in and destroy like a team project or something that you built throughout time, and they're not going to be able to do that. Welcome everybody coming into the chat. They're not going to be able to do that. Just throw you under the bus randomly and take your talents. Like, that's funny. That's funny that they thought that they could do that. And they should be much more preoccupied with what's coming for them. Why this Knight of Pentacles energy, what's coming for them. This person's about to get served papers. They could literally be about to get served papers. I also feel like the transition of going into the fire horse is putting this person in the energy of being emotionally exhausted, because they have a lot of ambition, but they don't have endurance, and they don't have stability, and they don't have devotion and dedication. And so all they have is a bunch of ambitious energy, which is a fiery energy. That is great when you have with it confidence and skill set and stuff, but this person only has ambitious thought, which means they're just trying to figure out how they can scam the system. And they're going to find out that scamming the system is not going to get them wish fulfillment. Like, seriously. They're about to find out that they can't have whatever this is that they want. And I feel like, you know what? Part of this person's problem is the fact that they did not that nobody raised them correctly. This, like I said, this person watched their mother steal from others. And this is why they think that that's what they're going to do to get by. And this lady, she keeps trying to set you up with, exactly, 6 of Wands. You're coming into fame, public recognition, reward, being honored, being revered. There's nothing that this person can do to steal that away from you. And again, I wish people would stop trying to sacrifice other people to the devil. Like, people really need to stop with that shit. And just understand that it's over. That time of like sacrifice another person for fame, that shit is over. I'm serious. These celebrities, these people that are losing their power, that are on all of these inappropriate lists and files and PDF files and shit like that, they need to come to terms with the fact that this is over. Okay, that the people that should have been in the limelight because they're people that are not doing effed up things, those are the people that will be stepping up and taking the position of these people that will be falling down. Okay, and a great fall. 3 of Wands. Yeah, because you're looking towards the future. You're hoping for a better future, and you're going to get it. Like, this is talking about through careful planning, a goal and project long in your dreams will be realized. And you're going to give birth to this project. Yeah, it's going to create a lot of success for you. This person wants you to be like doubting whether you're going to invest. Yeah, scumbag behavior. Whether you're going to invest your time and energy into yourself. Like, I seriously think that this person would be like, no, invest in me. Put me first. Like, no, ew. This is giving me, it's giving me spoiled brat energy. That's like literally what's giving me. King of Cups. There could have been somebody that gave this person wise advice when it came to you to just like let you be and to not bother you. I feel like that was the wise advice. The fact that this younger person decided not to take that is on them. I also get that if this is like an extended family member or distant family member or like a niece or some shit, these younger people, they will never be you. I don't give a fuck if you guys share the same blood. I don't care. Okay? This person is not meant to be doing whatever you're doing. They will never become you. This is like literally having like a cousin or a niece or a nephew or something, or a brother or sister or a friend or a coworker or something that is like, oh, well, yeah, we're similar. I can just, do what they're doing. No, they can't. Not when they're this young and they have not lived through life's experiences to know how to guide people in the correct way. This is why they're not going to be rewarded for any of the shit that they're trying to do. And trying to steal the destiny of their own family member, that's some low vibing crap right there. Literally. You're a singer, dancer, and you have lots of talents. Yes. And you keep having people follow you. Interesting. You have a lot of jealousy and people wanting to hurt you because you speak the truth. Yeah. Yeah. And they're wanting to just come at us all of us truth tellers. Like these people, they want to come at us all at the same time. And they're going to get wiped out for that. The fact that these people think that we're over here fighting them is hilarious. We're not doing anything. Archangel Michael's doing it all. Like, seriously. That is so funny to me. But yeah, you do have somebody that wants to take your star ability and they want to be the star, but they're not meant to be seen. Not yet. Not ever, is what I get. 2 of Cups. They want this soul contract that the universe has given you. In what world is somebody going to just remove a soul contract that God gave you before birth and randomly transfer it to them? It doesn't even matter if you share blood or not with this person. They can't do that. Even if you did share blood, they wouldn't be able to do that. It's not possible. I also get if this person is the opposite gender of you, how are they going to fulfill your destiny when you're already in your gender placed role, your natural gender placed role? This person, one of these people could be like a transgender person that can't figure themselves out yet. Like they don't have that figured out. Again, if you're meant to have children or you have children, this person can't just take it's not possible to take somebody's virtue, to just take the good things that are coming to them. It seriously is not possible. Anybody that's going down that avenue of thinking is going to get messed around with. And especially in, 2026, this is not the fucking time to be playing these types of games with people. I also get that somebody is like going to be in the future asking for your forgiveness. Okay. Well, you can forgive somebody, but like, how do you really forgive somebody for trying to take your destiny and fuck up your entire timeline? Like, you came here with the intention to live your life and be free and be happy and fulfill what God has for you. It's going to be very difficult to just forgive somebody that wanted to destroy all of that. And that would go to this type of length to do that. I mean, desperate ass motherfucker. This person is so desperate. That would be very hard for me to just, I wouldn't be able to let that person into my life or allow them around me. I just wouldn't be able to, because I'd be like, no, I already know you a snake. Once you show me you're a snake, I know you're a snake, and then the gig is up. And that means no more, you know? All you have to do is say no to this person. I also get that they were advised that this was not the time, you know? Yeah, additions. This is, or addictions as well. This is not the time for them to be trying to be a professional in anybody else's lane. It's really not. Yeah, this person, they didn't want to see you come into union with another person as well. It's like, okay, well, all they have to do is look the other direction. Seriously, if they don't want to see you win, they can look somewhere else. They don't have to watch you. This person just thought that this was going to be something easy. 9 of Pentacles. They thought that standing on their own 2 feet, being self-sufficient, being able to provide for themselves, being able to hold on to their own money, they thought, and their greedy little self-centered dumbass thought that this was going to be easy. This is what I'm saying. This person wanted to separate you from your money, your possessions, and from a love union, and from a job. Like the fuck? No. Yeah, this person needs to really get their shit together and start looking out for their own. You're not going to take care of this person. You know, they're not your baby. This person needs to go suckle somebody else's teat, because you're not going to just, you know, randomly give up your blessings to them. And you're not taking yourself out of this being able to stand on your own 2 feet energy, where you worked very hard to get here and you've had to work hard to maintain that. It's like nobody's going to take you out of that. And if they think they are through a sacrifice, I don't know what devil told them that, but again, the devil's a liar. Nobody told them. Nobody told these people that. I mean, come on. They have got to know. Yeah, they see that like you have a large sum of money, or you have a property, or you have something of value, something that they desperately want. Your families have turned some of your family members against you, and some of your friends against you. You just have to know that you're chosen. That's why that's happening. See, these people, they have to make payments. These people are made beggars. And that's just like literally verbatim. They have to get used to making payments. I feel like this person could have been like, oh, I'm ready to be on my own, because again, they're kind of younger. And then they find out what it actually takes to stand on your own 2 feet. And they're like, oh, now I want to go back home and live with mom again. Like, the hell's wrong with them? I also get that, you know, this person, they need to like be generous to other people and be willing to contribute to the society and the community in a positive way for them to receive any type of anything, and other than jail and debt. Because this person, again, they are a thief. That's what they operate from. That's what they want to do. And they want to steal somebody's home. They want to take everything that's yours. And it's a big no. You're like, I don't think so. I'm going to be holding on to my possessions. I'm going to be keeping my vehicle. I'm going to be keeping my money. I'm going to be saving some for a rainy day. The Tower. And this person knows that they're in the Tower because they know they should have never been playing games with you like this. You know, the moment that somebody finds out that you're divinely protected by God and the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael, that's probably when I would, I mean, I would never attack anybody. I don't even think like this, but I would be like, yeah, I think I'm going to just step back and not do that. Like, I'm not going to go for that person. Like, oh, they're protected by Archangel Michael. Maybe I don't need to be fucking with them. That's what I would think. That's like what any logical person would think. But this person's like, no, they're doing something to me. They have to be doing something to me. No, you have not done anything to this person. And you probably could, but you haven't. They're doing it all to themselves, and the devil's doing it to them as well. But they're mainly their devil in their own life. This person has abused their power. They need to get rid of some type of idea about you, thinking that you're this weak, piss-on person. I don't think that that's true at all. But again, that's the way that they think. They need to get rid of some beliefs that they have about you because they're not accurate. I also get that this trouble of being in debt and having to pay the court back and having to pay these lawyers and all this other shit, this is like not going to go on away on its own. And this person's not going to be able to do any type of ritualistic sacrifice to get money to pay these lawyers or whatever this is, whatever court case that they have that they're losing. Okay. Yeah. They also owe somebody money. They owe somebody. They were trying to steal a property from you. They wanted like your actual physical property to come to them. Shit does not work like that. When you're working, Page of Pentacles, this is what I'm saying. When you're working, and again, you have a personal legacy to leave children if you want to have them in the future, okay? And your children are going to be like you. They're going to be abundant people. They're not going to be broke-ass little weirdos that are trying to run around taking advantage of a grown-ass adults. Okay, what else do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, this person is going to continue to try to spy on you and compete with you. But they're going to do it until they're literally out of resources. Which I basically already get that has happened. Yeah, this person's losing a court case. Yeah, they're grieving. This person, they can't do your job. They can't even get out of fucking bed. What is wrong with them? They have a lot of chaos coming down upon them because they wanted chaos in your life. I also get that, you know, this person's having a lot of headaches. They're sick. They just don't have what it takes. The moon, they did, like I said, this steal somebody, sacrifice somebody with moon magic, steal their destiny type shit. This is not the era to be doing that type of behavior. Like, especially not to a chosen one, you know, and where these people were getting away with doing shit to y'all in the past, they're not getting away with it anymore. Now there's actual real life consequences. And they were warned about that there would be, if they try to strip a personal legacy from you and your children, they will be getting a life sentence of karma. Okay. They're stuck with the devil. The moon and the devil. Yeah. This person's own magic fucked them up. This is why I say you guys are divinely protected, which means that anytime somebody is going to just try to come up and take something from you, they're going to be met with a whole lot of resistance. Because if you're meant to have something because you're going to do the right thing with it, who the hell is this person to think that they're just going to come up and strip you of something? Like, that's crazy. But yeah. Interesting. I also get that this person has addictions. Like, they have money spending problems. They also have, like, being addicted to substance problems. Again, what does that have to do with you? Nothing. It has to do with them being in the energy of the devil all the time. Which is just like being in the ego. It's being in the lower nature. But still, this person, they have a lot of secrets that they don't want other people finding out about. This could literally be like, this person is like, my God's going to replace your God. There's only one. Like, and this person thinks that God is the devil. No, I'm sorry. Whoever they are, nope. Whatever they've been working with is not God, okay? Because why would God try to hurt and harm anybody? And like, God knows who you are. God knows who this person is. God is not confused. That our higher selves, the divine realm, the universe is not confused when it comes to who is who and who should be doing what. This person is stupid. That's why they're confused. They've mistaken their foolishness to be wisdom. 5 of Cups. And now they have a lot of grieving to do, a lot of setbacks. This is like crying over spilt milk. I shoulda, coulda, woulda when I coulda. Well, you didn't. This person did not do anything. They're over here in regret, going down memory lane, wishing that they would have stabbed you in the back or something earlier. And you're over here getting the Wheel of Fortune, which just goes to show that your destiny and fate has been written in the stars since you were a child. There's nobody that's going to stop or block you. The hell is wrong with them? And then these talents and gifts that you already possess, you're going to pass down to the next generation, which is going to be their Wheel of Fortune as well. So these people that were stars, that were celebrities, that are fake ass frauds and abusive people, they're, you know, Even their African deities and shit are no longer backing them. Like, if they ever were. Okay, I strictly get that these people work with the devil. They try to work with whatever they consider the devil to be. No. Knight of Wands. And they thought that this was going to be the easiest thing ever. I think that's so funny. Yeah, you're going to remain able to be literally where you need to be. You're going to remain in your destiny. You're having success after failure when it comes to something, because this person was definitely working double, triple time to try to block you, wanting to send people in to date you. Like, you are an intelligent person. You're not just going to accept some loser that this person would accept. This is why I feel like being stupid is very, very dangerous in this day and age. It really is. It's become dangerous. And this person's mother is an idiot as well. Maybe this person's mother was competing with you. And I also get that if this person was trying to strip an inheritance from your children to give it to theirs, this person's not getting anything. The sun. Wow, because you're shining your light down on these demons, and they're looking pretty stupid and pretty guilty. I also heard guilt by association. Really? Wow. The world, the sun in the world. Yeah, you could be moving. You guys could be getting ready to get a new job. You could be getting ready to go through an expansion. This is like anything that was doubtful will work out in your favor. And if you have to defend yourself, that's okay. Like, you know, just understand that you defending yourself is okay. You defending your high priestess ability and your ability to speak the truth and see the truth and know the truth. That means let other people overreact while you remain calm. Wow. Setup energy, yeah. Yeah, sounds like someone was sending you people and they thought that, yeah, that you're only worth it. This is the thing, though. You would be worth a relationship. You are worth investing in. These people, they didn't want to actually make a real investment. Now they're finding out that you're protected and they're scared. That is freaking hilarious. The Lovers. I also feel like if you have a divine soul twin flame union, that is also protected, and you're going to see through these fake love offers. Like, you're just going to be able to intuitively be like, yeah, that person's on the dumb shit. They're a Freemason, or there'll be just red flags that you see, and you're like, I'm not willing to look past the fact that you're a fucking warlock. That is a red flag to me. Fact that you have to do witchcraft on other people to get what you want, that's a red flag. I don't want anybody like that. I would not be settling for anybody. I would not be accepting bum behavior. I would not be joining like cults or covens or religious groups at this time, because these people, they want to like catfish you in some type of way. 8 of Wands, because they know that they're at a crossroads and they need to make a new decision. That continuing to badger you is not going to, you're not going to give up your resources or this soul contract that you have. Wow. I also get that this situation is going to resolve itself because you're showing up the energy of the Emperor, and forget that this person looks old. It's just saying that, you know, who you're meant to be with and who you are is a leader. This is why other people, that's why I was saying the 3 of Pentacles community that needs you. What is anybody going to do about that? 5 of Swords. They're trying to put themselves first to the point where they destroy you. How is that self-preservation when it's called just destroying another person? These people have committed actual immoral, illegal laws. Like, they've broken laws. Okay? And if this is sacrificing us something to the devil, they're not getting anything for that. In fact, they're getting their ass whooped by Archangel Michael. It's crazy. It says conflict and hostility defeats and destroys important projects. You are their important project, and now that has been destroyed. Not that you've been destroyed, but their idea in their mind of, oh, I'm going to get this person to carry a fucking cross for me and die for me also. The fuck? No, they're not. You're not taking on responsibilities that are not yours. You see that this person in this card, why I like the 10 of Wands is because this person, just like how they're holding those 10 wands, they could easily put this down. This is like a burden that they don't have to carry. It's just because of the way that they think and the way that they behave, they are going to be forced to carry it. They're going to have to carry their own cross and die on it too. I don't know what they thought this was. These people also don't have any type of rest from their burdens, and because there is no rest for the wicked. Nobody told them that either, that what goes around comes around and there is no rest for the wicked. Wow. They were overcommitted to creating illegal crimes against you and setting you up to take the fall for something that you have nothing to do with. And not only that, they're so stupid, they didn't even realize that they were being watched by the police this entire time. And if you're being watched, these people are being watched. And I feel like they need to come up with some type of, they were being tested when it came to you. That's like dangling a carrot in front of somebody. Like, you were the test. These people failed. And they know that now. Like, they're finally figuring that out. I also get that somebody wants you to stop speaking the truth. They're like, shut up already. Just stop talking. No, you continue to speak the truth because you revealing your truth threatens these people. And they were feeling just fine playing games in your energy, playing this hide and seek bullshit around your house. Like, seriously, these people are playing with fire right now. They're going to burn for that dumb shit. They should not have been trying to, they're going to be acting, well, they already are acting like the outcome is unfair, but they're going to be acting even more so that the outcome is unfair because they're not able to sacrifice you for fame and money. Like, the hell? No. These people that were never no talent ass having losers, they need to go fuck off. They're not going to be taking up the position of being a celebrity anymore because nobody needs to hear from these types of people. They've already abused their power, hurt other people, tried to block others, tried to steal other people's projects, sabotaged others, sacrificed, children to the devil. Like, they did too much. They did way too much. And now nobody wants to mess with them. No wonder. They're overcommitted, and they're also bound to some type of demonic contract that you have nothing to do with. These people do not love themselves, and they don't like God either. Yeah, they were wanting to compete with you. There is no competition. And how can somebody actually think that they're competing with you when they're just trying to sacrifice you to the devil? How the fuck is that a competition? That seems to me like trying to take somebody and throw them under the bus at the last minute and then take their spot. Like, in what world? These people were, this is a whole group of weirdos. Greedy, lust for power, wanting authority, wanting the money that comes along with your destiny. They can't have it. They're being told that they're not going to have money. Like, these people could be losing millions of followers each day. Well, maybe they shouldn't have gone to that certain inappropriate island that PDF files go to. Maybe these people should have thought about that shit. What's going to happen when all of this, like, you have to know when you're fucking with like very elite people and you're doing these demonic rituals and you're doing this weird shit, you have to know that it's all being recorded in some type of way to be used against them. This person is looking at the fact that, all of this information's coming out about them, and they're like wanting to take the focus off of them and put it on you, and nobody's buying that shit. Whatever these people are selling, everybody else is like, nah. It's not that person's name that's in that file that's on that list. It's yours. Duh. That's what this person's being told. They're like, oh shit. You mean I'm not going to be able to provide for myself in the future? I'm not going to be able to have all these nice things that I feel like I deserve, even though I'm a disgusting, perverted freak? Yeah. Basically, these people are going to jail, and they're going to hell. Like, jail is just the beginning. Hell is where their actual location is going to be. 7 of Swords. These people know that there's only one right thing to do, and that's walk away from trying to sacrifice you or anybody else. That's like literally selfish decisions bring dishonor, and shame. This is like literally trying to take a property from you, trying to throw you out. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of just like, I had somebody live with me one time. Like, I let them stay with me, and they tried to get me kicked out of my own house that like my own family owned and shit. And I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Literally, this is what these people were trying to do, is get you kicked out of your own shit. Like, they look stupid as hell for that. They're also sick mentally. These people, whatever they've been engaging in, it's not good for their health. I can guarantee that. It's definitely not good for them. Yeah, you're getting liberated. I feel like you guys could be feeling a whole lot of weight, heavy-ass energy just leaving. That was this person's energy and what they were trying to do. I do get that there is a Queen of Wands behind all of this. Yeah, these people are blocked. They're blocked from literally, they're blocked from gaining any type of fame, any public recognition. They are completely blocked. Yeah. And they're going to be pulled in for questioning. They should be more, instead of trying to make this demonic sacrifice, they should be more concerned about what they're going to, like, what they need to say to the police. Like, that's literally what I'm getting. Instead of trying to make these demonic sacrifices, this shit is not going to work anymore. Anybody trying to do this old age, devil worshiping sacrifice crap is going to be feeling the heat of the fire. They are. And all these fake people in the media, they're already exposed. They're getting exposed. These people, they have health problems. They're losing their homes, you know. Queen of Swords, because you put your sword up against these people and you said no. You're like, I'm going to protect my peace. I'm going to protect my sanity. I'm going to protect my money. And I'm not going to just let anybody come in and play games with me. And they're like, oh, how dare you put up a boundary? You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Let's sacrifice you to the devil. No, it's not possible. Not when it comes to you, it's not. And maybe these people were targeting other people that they thought were unimportant. Yeah, they're finding out that they fucked around with the wrong one this time. Or I should say the right one. Exactly. It's people's own guilty conscience that's undoing all of the things that they tried to do. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. This is like the end of a battle with these people, with probably all of Hollywood shit, because these people are going to jail. They are the ones that are fighting a war with the universe and God and everything else. You're not fighting a war. You're not fighting them at all. You're over here getting wish fulfillment, which is what you actually deserve. Queen of Wands. I knew this person was going to come out. They skanky ass. These people think that because they look good on the outside that they are better than everybody. Who told them that? Yeah, 8 of Cups in the reverse, the relentless pursuit of money. Like I said, all these people do is the same things. Financial problems, loss of value. These people have to examine and change their goals in their life, okay? Point blank, period. It says, a new lover, rekindled romance may be an illusion of happiness. First of all, half of these married couples in Hollywood don't even fucking love each other. It's a complete setup. Yeah, it's an illusion. These people are losing something real and enduring if they chase the illusion. Money is also an illusion. It says money will not make you happy. Either get in touch with core values. These people don't have core values. They only have illusions and delusions and being stuck in their shadow. These people have no discipline in their life. And they see like the rest of the collective having a 10 of Pentacles and they're like, well, I should have that. No, this person sacrifices people to Satan or whatever thing that's similar to Satan. Doesn't have to actually, I don't really believe in a traditional Satan, but I do believe in lower vibrational energies. And that's what this group of people, their cult and coven, that's what they do. They're not smart people. These people are following the same rituals that were done in King Solomon's times. Like, I'm serious. They're feeding their children to Moloch or whatever, to the fire. They're doing the same shit that the dumbass ancestors in the past did. And I don't think ancestors are demons. because Jesus is an ancestor. So how the fuck could Jesus be a demon and be an ancestor? It doesn't even make sense. But these people, whatever they're saying their ancestors are, nah, that's not even their ancestors. Weirdos. 9 of Wands. These people are going to be permanently wounded in the future, financially and everything. It's going to be like a really weird time to see all these people that were at the top of every industry being brought down to the lowest of the low. Oh, well. 4 of Pentacles. They weren't born with an inheritance. These people didn't come with any type of roots, any type of backing. You have the gifts and within you. They don't exist in another person. You also have a large sum of money that could lead to possessiveness. And again, these people trying to possess you, trying to sacrifice you, trying to strip you of something, they're not going to be able to do it. King of Swords, because they're about to get cut down. And I'm not even joking about that. Exactly. If you were guilty, you guys would be in jail already. Okay. These people should be thanking God for the fact that these files had been out and they haven't been dragged in by their fucking eyelashes to like answer to this testimony. These people should be really, really thanking God that after all of this crazy evil shit that they've done, that they're not completely destroyed from it. Knight of Cups. They think that they can come back from this. You can't come back from sacrificing other people to the devil. I don't give a fuck what type of ritual or cleansing you do. You cannot come back from something like that. Especially you try to do it to a chosen one, a light worker, a starseed, somebody that's here that the planet actually needs. Yeah, you're going to fuck around and find out that you ain't shit and that the devil ain't shit either. And that's what these people are realizing. That, oh, they chose the wrong side. Well, now it's a little bit too late, especially since you are not fighting this war with them. You're not fighting against these people. Like, they're literally causing their own suffering. They're pissed off because your projects are being completed and your goals are being realized and you're making milestones. You're like literally making bigger waves than they were making with all of this extra assistance. Which was basically unnecessary. These people do not need to fucking succeed. Like, they don't. And all of these souls, every single person that these people unalived, their souls are going to come back from the dead and haunt these people till they pass away. Like, you can't just go around sacrificing other people, even if it's your own child. Like, that energy will come back on you sooner or later. And these people, they never ever thought that shit would ever happen. And like, what? They think that these African deities can protect them from Archangel Michael. Good luck with that. These African deities don't even fuck with these people like that. They could be my color of skin trying to like abuse African spirituality, and it's greatly offending. Or they don't have to be my color skin, but they could. They're just greatly offending. Like I said, whatever they're doing that they think is their ancestors is not their ancestors. Or they're being abandoned by their ancestors. Page of Wands. Yeah. Like I said, these people fuck with children, and I don't like that. That's probably one of the most disgusting things that exists on this planet. Children are the most important, precious gift and resource that we have, and we should be dedicating our lives to our children. So, because if you think about it logically, those children are going to be the ones leading the country or being in positions of power when we need to be taken care of. Why would we do this type of shit? This is just horrible. These people think that this shit is funny. They're about to find out that the feds, the CIA, and all that shit does not think that this is funny. Not at all. And I feel like these people had a long amount of time to repent and to change their ways and to renege on these satanic sacrifices, maybe give up the fame, since it was attained through illegal means of sacrificing another living being. Maybe they should just give up whatever it was that they gained, like if there was anything at all. 10 of Cups. They don't want to give up on happily ever after. These people will never have a happy ending. You've got to be joking. You cannot seriously do fucked up things to other people and think that you're going to have a happy ending. That does not even make sense. That's like these people just being very ignorant, very stubborn, very narcissistic, and thinking that they deserve something more than you. And the spiritual realm is like, no, what are you talking about? This collective over here is not sacrificing anybody. They never had to do any demonic rituals. They never had to go fly to inappropriate islands and do PDF file shit. Like, no. Look, you guys could be getting ready to purchase a home. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be able to still be, of importance. I feel like you could be somebody that's very sensitive to political issues, or you're just very sensitive in the way that you help people. Like, you probably would have helped these people, even though they're the stars and shit like that, or they act like that. You probably would have helped them, But now that you know what they've been doing, you don't want nothing to do with these people. You would rather not sign their record label, not be signed to their bullshit. And I feel like you won't have to. You can be an independent contractor. 6 of Cups, because you're not going to sacrifice no little innocent children to Mr. Diablo. This is why God's giving you the power, because you can be trusted. These people cannot be trusted. And they've proven that. Hierophant. If this is a religion that's backing this dumb shit, I feel like this is not actually a religion. I think it's like a Freemason or something else. And it's not that all Freemasons are bad. I don't think that. I mean, I don't know enough about it, but I will say that there's probably good and bad people of every religion, of every zodiac sign, of every walk of life. Okay. So we're not judging, but we are saying, like, enough is enough. Okay. When does the care for the children come? 2 of Wands. I feel like, Americans are just so fucking greedy and self-centered and disgusting sometimes. Like, everything about this feels like Hollywood. And you're over here making new connections, getting to celebrate, getting to, like, actually be around people that have the same intention as you. You're a divine being. It shows. This person, these people that got in the positions of power that they're in, that got whatever little bit of clout and shit that they have, they had to do horrific shit to get it. I'm sorry, but first of all, I don't even care about fame, but I would not do any weird shit to get anything like that. No, if I can't get it naturally, then I don't deserve to have it. That's just the way I feel about it. I'm not going to be worried about that. If I can't find a way to just use my gifts and skills to just naturally attain something, then that thing is not meant for me. These people, they betrayed a lot of other people. They betrayed, this person that said, if y'all turn your back on me and after doing all these illegal crimes and heinous things, I'm gonna put out this file to everybody. I'm gonna blast it to everybody, and you will be known about. And these people are like, oh, we'll all go down together. But now that it's time to all go down together, these people don't want to go down together. They want you to go down instead. And no, you're not a part of it. Like, what part of that do they not understand very clearly? That you are not a part of any of this shit, so you're not going anywhere. You're going straight to the top. And people will be able to tell who is of God and who is not, who is of whatever this crap is. Because I don't even want to offend African spirituality. This is just what these people are abusing. And it's some type of destiny swipe shit that they think is actually possible. That they think if they can, like, get as many sacrifices as possible, that they'll get out of trouble. There is no getting out of this type of trouble. You mean trouble with the Most High God? Good luck with that. Like, trouble with Archangel Michael? Good luck with that. These people are sitting around waiting for a message to come, like either through the lawyer that they have, through the court system, or through the judicial system, or through a Hierophant group that's going to wipe their slate clean and say that they can move on in peace. These people will be hunted like the disgusting fucking pigs that they are. These people are literally worse than rats. And I think that rats are disgusting. I must have had a lifetime where I interacted with some disgusting ass rats, but I'm serious. These people, all in the name of competition. Like, there's not enough to go around. This is what I'm saying. These people are such a lack mindset. This is the lack mindset, this devil shit. These people are stupid. The fact that they thought that this Baal Moloch thing gave a fuck about them is hilarious to me. You know what cared about these people? God did. But after seeing this, you think that the Holy Spirit's going to stand in front of somebody's karma after they've done these types of things to people? There's certain things, and this is why they get these celebrities to do things that they cannot come back from. Because if you're going to have any power, it better be power that we control, the satanic fucking agenda for the planet. And I'm sorry, but no, that was the past. These people, they were weak as fuck. You just have to know that they're very weak. They gave in to this lower vibrational demonic bullshit, and they didn't even have to do that. If they would have stood their ground and gone a different direction, their life would have turned out different. These people are going to jail, and then they're going to hell, and there's nothing that they can do about that. All of these souls that they took out off of this world are coming back. They're coming back in the form of a vengeful ass spirit that's going to push these people down the stairs or something, like really some horrific shit. And these people know that it's the end. They know that they're in the Ten of Swords. So sad. Yeah. Just know that, you know, you're protected by Archangel Michael. You're protected by the divine realm. There's nothing that these people can do about that. They can argue, they can cry, they can yell, they can scream, they can throw fits, they can throw tantrums, they can throw rocks, hide their hand, and cry wolf as much as they want, but their names are on whatever list exists. And they're the ones that are being looked at for being evil because they are. And so all of these people that were backing them are going to be unfollowing, pulling back their support, not investing in these people anymore, which means there's going to be a lot of free resources to be reinvested into you guys. And I feel like that is what should actually have happened from the very beginning. But these people were in the way, so they're being removed. You guys, I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please like this video. I'm going to talk about 2 books before we go. Please hype the video, share this content. Remember, if you guys have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 super chat on this platform. My other platform, the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle, we are working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers over there, then I can accept $20 super chats over there. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk about these 2 books really quick. The first book is The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook. So when you see me asking yes and no questions, I'm using the techniques in this book. Because people ask me a lot, like, how do you do what you do? Well, I have abilities, but then the techniques that came from this book have really, really helped me. So the first technique is the God technique. And there's so many more than just these techniques I'm going to talk about, but these ones are life-changing and I use them every day. So the God technique allows you to raise out of your ego so that you're looking out through the eyes of your higher self. When I first started doing the God technique, it was like, woo, like an elevator ride of consciousness. And now the more that I do it, the less of that like gap of consciousness, the less of the elevator ride, but it still helps me rise above whatever's going on so that I can get to clarity, basically. So I can be looking out through the eyes of God, source, everyone and everything's higher self is God, to see things as they actually are. And then the second technique is an awesome technique, you guys. It's called the joy versus anger technique. It works on clairsentience, which is the gift that everybody has, which is clear feeling, which is like literally knowing, it's like having a gut feeling. So it gives you the ability to ask yes and no questions and get an immediate response back. So you're not having to say a prayer, wait for a sign or anything like that. So and before I was using the joy versus anger technique, I would just be making choices and then I would be happy sometimes and not happy sometimes. Now that I use the joy versus anger technique, unless I forget to ask a question, I don't run into problems. And then the third technique is the mind technique, which gives you the ability to assess the mind and the thoughts and beliefs that you're having so that you can get rid of the emotional and mental baggage that you have so you don't keep pulling in the same experience. And then also when you guys see me using the 1 to 10 scale, that also comes from this book. And that's like 1 being the lowest compatible situation, 10 being the best compatible situation. So you don't have to be psychic to start working this book. I suggest that you guys get this. For those of you that are on your fast track to spirituality, this is the book that is like the cheat code. And again, I grew up in religion and it just was not doing anything for me. I didn't develop a connection with Jesus or with God through any type of religion. But when I started using the techniques in that book and I started going within myself, that's when things really started to open up for me. And it became so much more clear, which I think is something that is a major blessing. So the second book I'm going to talk about, and the links to these books are in the description box below, is the book that I've written. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And this is a book that has different tarot card spreads for each of the major arcana cards. So like this is the original Rider-Waite deck. When you guys are wanting to learn to pull cards for yourself and for others, I would go ahead and get the original Rider-Waite, Ryderwaite. When you learn that, and I would get the deck that's got the words on them. That way you don't have to flip through a separate book to get to the answers. And also, this is the original. So like every other type of tarot comes off of the original Rider-Waite. And so if you learn the original Rider-Waite interpretations, then you can pick up any other type of tarot and use that and be very successful. So I have different tarot card spreads for the major arcana cards, and then spells, which are just manifestation techniques. So I'm going to read from the Empress. Okay, so you'll pull one card for each position. I'm going to read position 3. Position 3 is your current archetype / position. When an archetype gets created, a position is formed in the universe that connects the archetype to the whole of creation. In your life right now, you have created an archetype. The card for this position will give you some insight into your own personal archetype energies. You will gain insight into how you fit into the world. What purpose does your position hold? If you were to pull the Empress card for this position, it would be deemed as a very good omen. And then I'll read position 4, the unknown aspects. This card position can shed insight into unknown or hidden unconscious aspects of yourself. Archetype energy that is put into motion can reveal how pure you are. There is something unique about your destiny, and some insight into what that is may be revealed here. If you have hidden talents and skills, that may show up here for you in the card that you pull for this position. Then the Empress Tarot card spells for beauty and self-development. See, the Lovers is to draw love into one's life. The Chariot is to remove obstacles. The Strength is to become stronger. The Wheel of Fortune is to manifest good luck. The Temperance is to, well, it actually has you create holy water with Archangel Michael. And then in the back of the book, I've created a compendium of knowledge for when you do start to pull cards for yourself. If you were to get like one or two of the major arcana cards coming out next to each other, that definitely means something. So I'm going to read from the Empress in the back. So if the Empress Tarot card comes out in the reading, it means that you are dealing with the divine feminine energy. The Empress represents a loving mother that is compassionate yet potent with their love. The Empress is the highest ranking female card in the tarot. Pulling the Empress Tarot card means that you're dealing with a boss and a ruler. If you pull the Empress and the Emperor in the same reading, it could be talking about an equally yoked relationship between a man or a woman. If you pull the Empress in the reverse, it could be interpreted as a transgender energy or a man who has a very feminine demeanor. If you pull the Empress Tarot card with the Temperance Tarot card, it could mean that the person who you are dealing with or speaking on is not retaliating against attacks. If you pull the Empress with the Death Tarot card, it could mean that whoever is in question could be losing their spiritual rank soon. If the Empress Tarot card comes out with the Lover's Tarot card, it could mean that someone has a spiritual divine union, soul twin flame contract. When the Empress comes out with the High Priestess Tarot card, it means that you are taking control back of your life. If you pull the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune Tarot card, it could mean that you are at the top spiritually and that you're about to be on top financially and physically. If you pull the Empress with the Strength Tarot card, it means that the person cannot be broken by anyone or anything. And if you pull the Empress with the Hierophant, it could mean that you have impressed a higher authority. I love that. If you pull the Empress with the Three of Swords, it could be telling you that someone is envious of your natural authority. If you pull the Empress with the Sun Tarot card on either side of it, it could mean that the light of the Empress is irritating someone's demons. So basically like your light irritates somebody's demons, which is a normal thing when you're a light worker to happen. That's why people will betray the chosen and the light workers, because they get irritated. They're like, how can you be that positive? It's like, what do you mean, how? It's a matter of loving the self. If you pull the Empress and the Queen of Swords, it means that you need to cut someone off from your energy. If you pull the Empress with the Justice Tarot card, it could mean that you're about to get balance and justice in your personal situation. So check this book out, you guys. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. All you need to get started doing the tarot card spreads, and you can use these tarot card spreads and spells over and over again. It starts off with the 14 Zodiac Tarot card spell that you pull 2 positions for each, 2 cards for each position. One is your South Node where your ego is, and then the other is your North Node. And then it gives you information on how to get into your destiny. Okay, so the links to these books are in the description box below. I suggest that when you have the time and energy and money, invest in getting these books. They're going to change your life. All right, you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love you so much. Peace be with you. I do have another platform called the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. Okay, you guys, please like this content, share it. All of that good stuff really helps the platform. Hype this video if you see the hype button. We are trying to get these messages out to whoever needs to hear them. Okay. Thank you guys. God bless you. Peace be with you. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay. All right. Bye.